and Tango makes 3. Hi, I'm Jen Elledge. I'm a sexual health expert and the founder of the Talk Institute, here to help you talk to your kids about sex and growing up. Here today with another book review, and Tango Makes 3, written by Justin Richardson and Peter Parnell. This is a true story about 2 penguins at the Central Park Zoo. And these 2 penguins are special because they're both male penguins, and they fostered a penguin, like a baby penguin egg together. And it's an interesting way to talk about same-sex couples, or that sexuality can be, or somebody could be attracted to the same sex, not just the opposite sex, okay? But it's using animals and how that happens in the animal world sometimes, where, 2 of the same sex animals will partner up, right? So this is a true story about 2 that did that were penguins at the Central Park Zoo in New York City, okay? All right, let's take a look. Which, by the way, I looked it up, they're still there, and the little penguin that they fostered is there too, so it's kind of neat. But I guess they broke up or something, so interesting story if you want to look further into about these 2 penguins, okay? All right. In the middle of New York City, there's a great big park called Central Park. Children love to play there. It has a toy boat pond where they can sail their boats. It has a carousel to ride on in the summer and an ice rink to skate on in the winter. Best of all, it has its very own zoo. Everyday families of all kinds go to visit the animals that live there. But children and their parents aren't the only families at the zoo. The animals have families of their own. There are red panda bear families, bear cubs, blah, 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 okay? And in the penguin house, there are penguin families. Every year at the very same time, the girl penguins start noticing the boy penguins, and the boy penguins start noticing the girls. When the right girl and the right boy find each other, they become a couple. 2 penguins in the penguin house were a little bit different. One was named Roy and the other was named Silo. Roy and Silo were both boys, but they did everything together. They bowed to each other and walked together. They sang to each other and swam together. They didn't spend much time with the girl penguins, and the girl penguins didn't spend much time with them. Instead, Roy and Silo wound their necks around each other. Their keeper, Mr. Gramsci, noticed the 2 penguins and thought to himself, they must be in love. Roy and Silo watched how all the other penguins made a home, so they built a nest of stones for themselves. Every night, Roy and Silo slept there together, just like the other penguin couples. And every morning, Roy and Silo woke up together, but one day, Roy and Silo saw that the other couples could do something they could not. The mama penguin could lay an egg. She and the papa penguin would take turns keeping the egg. Okay, so it goes on. So they tried it with a rock, and nothing happened. So the keeper decided to, he found an egg that needed to be cared for, and he brought it to Roy and Silo's nest. And they knew just what to do, and they started caring for the egg. They took turns sitting on it until the egg hatched, crack. Roy and Silo taught Tango how to sing for them when she was hungry. They fed her food from their beaks. They snuggled her in the nest at night. And soon Tango grew strong enough to leave the nest. Roy and Silo took her for a swim just like all the other penguin families, and all the children who came to the zoo could see Tango and her 2 fathers playing in the penguin house with the other penguins. Hooray, Roy, hooray, Silo, welcome, Tango, they cheered. So that's pretty much the story. So it's an interesting way to introduce sexuality, or differences in sexuality. And if this is something that you are ready to talk to your kids about and would like to talk to them about, this is a neat way to do it. So interesting enough, when this book was written, I guess it was on a banned book list because of its content. It's a true story. This really happened. These penguins still live at Central Park Zoo. So I think it's interesting. So do your research. If this is something you're interested in, you can go ahead and purchase it here with the link below on Amazon, or you can find it in your local library like I did. Okay? All right. I will see you in the next book review. Take care. Bye-bye.